The Haitian Revolution, the slave uprising that changed the world. The Haitian Revolution is a testament to the power of the human spirit, the unyielding resilience of oppressed people, and the extraordinary ability to triumph over injustice. From 1791 to 1804, the enslaved population of Saint-Domingue, modern-day Haiti, waged a revolution that would change the course of history. Against monumental odds, they overthrew the shackles of slavery, defeated one of the world's most powerful empires, and established the first independent Black Republic. This story of courage and transformation not only shaped global politics in its time, but continues to inspire movements for justice and freedom to this day. At the dawn of the revolution, Saint-Domingue was the crown jewel of France's colonial empire. The island, abundant with fertile lands, exported sugar, coffee, and other lucrative goods at unparalleled levels. But this economic success was built upon the backs of enslaved Africans, subjected to unimaginable cruelty. Brutal conditions defined every aspect of life for these men and women: long hours, violent punishments, and the dehumanization of being treated as property. The enslaved population, numbering close to 500,000, vastly outnumbered the French colonists. They lived in constant torment, but also in silent resistance. There were whispers of rebellion, simmering anger that would eventually erupt into the largest and most successful slave revolt in history. In the late 18th century, revolution was in the air. Across the Atlantic in France, the ideals of liberty, equality, fraternity animated the French Revolution. These ideas, though far from universally applied, began resonating across the globe. Enslaved and free Black populations in Saint-Domingue were no exception. However, the French colonial government had no intention of extending these ideals to their most profitable colony. The contradictions became glaring. How could the French preach liberty while enslaving entire populations? It was clear that freedom would not be handed to the oppressed. They would have to seize it themselves. The revolt began on the night of August 22nd, 1791. Under the leadership of Boukman Dutty, an enslaved Vodou priest, thousands of enslaved individuals rose up, setting fire to plantations and taking up arms against the colonists. This wasn't merely a spontaneous act. It was an organized refusal to accept injustice any longer. Boukman's rallying cry ignited a movement across the colony. By the time dawn broke, Saint-Domingue had been plunged into chaos. The revolutionaries fought to reclaim their humanity, their dignity, and their lives. A revolution had begun, one that would not end until freedom was achieved. Amid the chaos, a leader emerged who would transform the revolution into a disciplined and strategic campaign: Toussaint Louverture. Born into slavery, but freed as a young man, Louverture possessed exceptional intellect, strategic brilliance, and an unshakable commitment to liberation. He united enslaved populations, freed people of color, and even Maroons, communities of escaped slaves living in the mountains, into a cohesive revolutionary force. Louverture proved to be a master of both negotiation and warfare. He formed alliances with Spain and Britain, both enemies of France at the time, to strengthen his position. Using guerrilla tactics and his intimate knowledge of the island's terrain, his forces dealt blow after blow to French troops. Under Louverture's leadership, the revolution grew unstoppable. By 1794, the French abolished slavery in an attempt to quell the uprising and regain control. But for Louverture and his people, the fight wasn't just about abolishing slavery. It was about securing full independence. As Toussaint Louverture's trusted protégé, Jean-Jacques Dessalines shared his mentor's vision of a free and independent Haiti. When Louverture was captured and imprisoned by French forces in 1802, Dessalines took up the mantle of leadership. If Louverture had been the architect of freedom, Dessalines became its fiercest defender. Under Dessalines, the revolution entered its final and most brutal phase. French forces under Napoleon Bonaparte attempted to re-establish control of the colony, reinstating slavery in other colonies as a warning. But the revolutionaries rallied fiercely, determined to never return to bondage. Dessalines led them with unmatched ferocity, employing scorched earth tactics and taking the fight to the remnants of Napoleon's armies. On November 18, 1803, the revolutionaries triumphed at the Battle of Vertières, the last stand of French forces in Haiti. Less than 2 months later, on January 1, 1804, Dessalines proclaimed Haiti an independent republic, free from colonial rule. The Haitian Revolution sent shockwaves across the world. It was a direct challenge to European imperial powers, and the idea that slavery was an unshakable institution. Haiti's victory ignited both hope and fear. For enslaved populations across the Americas and beyond, it became a beacon of hope, proving that liberation was possible. Haitian independence inspired revolts in places as far-reaching as Jamaica, Venezuela, and the United States. At the same time, colonial powers were deeply alarmed. Slave owners and governments feared the Haitian example would inspire similar uprisings, and they took measures to suppress news of the revolution. Haiti's victory was a lesson that liberation could be won, but it also demonstrated the lengths imperial powers would go to maintain the status quo. For France, the Haitian Revolution marked not just the loss of a colony, but also a significant economic blow. Saint-Domingue had been the cornerstone of France's wealth, and its independence left a gaping void in their empire. This loss, coupled with Napoleon's ongoing military campaigns, played a role in his decision to sell the Louisiana Territory to the United States in 1803. The revolution revealed the fragility of European dominance in the Americas, proving that colonial powers were not indomitable. It reshaped the geopolitical landscape, setting the stage for further anti-colonial struggles in the centuries to come. Haiti's hard-won independence came at a great cost. While it became a symbol of freedom, it was met with hostility from much of the global community. Colonial powers, including the United States, isolated Haiti economically and diplomatically, fearing the example it set. France demanded a staggering indemnity from Haiti in exchange for recognition of its independence, a financial burden that crippled the new republic for decades. The legacy of this isolation, coupled with internal challenges, left Haiti struggling to fulfill its revolutionary ideals. Yet, through it all, the Haitian people retained their resilience, embodying the spirit of the revolution that had birthed their nation. The Haitian Revolution laid bare an uncomfortable truth. The ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity espoused by the Enlightenment were not as universal as they claimed to be. While revolutionary France sought liberty for its citizens, it denied the same to its colonies. The actions of the Haitian revolutionaries highlighted the hypocrisy of these double standards, forcing the world to confront the limits of European humanism. By claiming freedom for themselves, the people of Haiti pushed the boundaries of what those ideals could truly mean. Their success challenged the very foundations of oppression and inspired generations of freedom movements. The story of the Haitian Revolution goes far beyond its time and place. It is a universal story of courage, determination, and a refusal to accept injustice. It served as a reminder that those who are oppressed are never powerless. Through unity, strategy, and unwavering resolve, even the mightiest chains of oppression can be shattered. For history buffs and freedom fighters alike, the Haitian Revolution stands as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale. It shows both the heights that humanity can reach through solidarity and justice, and the enduring struggle for true liberation in a world resistant to change. The Haitian Revolution is one of the most significant and inspiring chapters in human history. It was not just a fight for freedom, it was a fight for dignity, for equality, and for the recognition of oppressed peoples everywhere. In a world that sought to deny them humanity, the revolutionaries of Haiti proved that they were not only human but extraordinary. Their triumph reshaped global politics, exposed the hypocrisies of colonial powers, and inspired future generations to dream of freedom. It is a story that transcends its time, a beacon of hope that continues to shine to this day. As we recall this revolution, we must honor the sacrifices of those who fought for freedom and reflect on the lessons they left us. The Haitian Revolution reminds us that, even in the darkest moments of history, the human spirit has the power to overcome, to transform, and to triumph against all odds. We celebrate Haiti not merely as a place, but as an idea, the enduring idea that freedom is worth fighting for.